September 18th, 2023, journal entry number 18. Some freeze tag stories! Freeze tag is my favorite game to play, by the way. There were 8 of us at Nick's house one Saturday of one summer. We went outside to the front yard and sat down on the dirty curb. Different ideas were being thrown around, and then Nick suggested we play a nice friendly game of freeze tag, and we all agreed. We set up the perimeter on the front lawn and only kept the playing field to a perimeter of 900 square foot area, basically. Alright, I began. I'll be it first. But let's go over the rules so we play fairly. Everyone shook their heads, and I looked around at my peers, seeing who I would target first as that day grew hotter and hotter with the sun's rays beaming down on us. Standard way of playing, I began. If you get tagged, you have to stand frozen in the spot you were tagged in with your legs spread apart. To unfreeze someone, you must crawl through the frozen person's spread legs. When you're frozen, you must put up with your fingers how many times you were tagged. First person to be tagged 3 times is it. And if you run out of bounds, that's an automatic frozen once you get back into bounds. If every person has been tagged within 1 round of play with no unfreezes, then the first person tagged that round is the new itter. Awesome. Bro, Matt began. It's getting really hot out. I'm going to go put some shorts on before we start. Me too, Kai said. I'll just roll in my sweatpants, Dylan began, but my shirt's coming off. As soon as everyone dispersed briefly, I then realized that all of us were going to play freeze tag, shirtless and sweating copiously. I started to laugh once everyone was back out front. What's so funny? Nick asked. Here we are, I began, going to play some freeze tag in this mad heat. I'm noticing whose tan lines are more prime, and maybe, just maybe, we should call it sweat tag, since that's what we'll be doing right now. Sweat tag it is, Barney declared. How about we call it sweat tag during the spring and summer and freeze tag during the fall and winter? Matt asked. We all stared at Matt. That's genius, Kai shouted. Good, I'm glad, Matt chuckled. Okay, I said, I'm gonna start counting to 10. I turned around in the far corner of the playing field and began counting with my back towards them. Once I finished, I began sprinting. Random, but I noticed it was a good thing for all of us to strip down our shoes and clothes because it made us more agile for this game. The first person I tagged was Barney. I got him right on his tan abdomen. And there he stood, frozen, with one finger up, and his arm was extended to show how many times he's been tagged. I started after Dylan, but he dodged my tag with ease. I still hold true to what I said before. Since we were all barefoot now, we had a better grip to the grass since we could feel every bump in the ground. I wound up tagging Emil and then Matt, just as Dylan went to unfreeze Barney. Now it was a game. I got Kai and Matt again, while Dylan, Sebastian, Seb went to unfreeze Emil and Matt. The sun was beating down, and the sweat was pouring off of all of us, and we had no plans of stopping. I chased after Dylan, and I actually got him as he tried to evade my fake out, which caused him to jump right into my hand, leading to him being tagged. I realized that Seb hadn't been tagged yet, so he was my next victim. I got Seb just as Emil went to unfreeze Barney, and Matt went to unfreeze Dylan. Kai was still frozen, and I could tell that the unfrozen people were devising a plan to unfreeze him. I decided that if I get Barney tagged, they could unfreeze Kai, and Barney would be it anyways, since that would have been his 3rd tag. And so I did just what I wanted to do. I ran straight over to Barney, the 17-year-old track runner, and did another fake out as I could tag him. I tagged Barney on his right oblique, and therefore made Barney the new itter. It went very fast, so I may have mixed some names and taggings here and there, but it was a glorious and sweaty blur of elation, testosterone, and adrenaline, and it's actually hard to retell a freeze tag story now that I'm typing that out. Okay. Alright, dude. I began. Go on and count. Barney laughed and jogged over to the far side of the field to count. He began his counting, and after he screamed, 10! We were all aware of the charging that was about to begin. Barney's a great runner, but he's not all too keen on evasive maneuvers. So if you were in his way, you were totally getting tagged. And so Barney got Emil, Seb, and Kyle within a 5-second time period. Me, Dylan, and Nick were dodging every which way to avoid Barney, and it was working. I dove under Emil's legs to unfreeze him, while Matt dove under to unfreeze Seb. Kai was left stranded on the other side of the field, while Barney began to chase Dylan. I ran over to Kai, who didn't have his legs open for some reason. Quick! I yelled, open your legs! And as Kai did so, I dove to unfreeze him, and once I stood up to start running again, I noticed that everyone was laughing while running. What's so funny? I asked with a smile. And then I realized how yet another quote from the day could be classified as an innuendo. No. Not like that, I tried to defend. It's too late, dude. Matt said, yeah, bro. Nick began, quick, open your legs. As the game continued on, so did the joking around. At one point, Barney tagged me, and there I stood, with my legs open for someone to dive under to unfreeze me. Since I was still laughing at what I said, I wasn't really paying attention to Matt when he tried to unfreeze me. Somehow, as he dove under my legs, he rammed into my left knee first. I was already bandaged from a scooter injury earlier that morning, and now I was in excruciating pain at the jamming of my knee. Matt crawled out from under my fallen body, and I was grabbing onto my knee while laughing. Time out, I yelled. Everyone therefore hovered around me as I was dramatically dying on the soft green grass. I couldn't believe how bad the pain was. I looked down at my knee and could only see a purple bruise forming where Matt rammed into me. I bruised very easily. Was that your head? I asked with a laugh. No, Matt chuckled. I don't know what hit into your knee. Well, what hurts on you? I asked. Nothing, bro. I feel fine. He laughed. I'm sweaty, but I'm not injured. Dylan helped me up, helped me stand up, and I was trying to shake the pain out of my knee. Bro, some hard part of you, prob your shoulder, totally rammed my knee. I said, I'm sorry, bro, Matt apologized. But like I said, I have no idea what hit you. I feel great. I laughed and managed to put weight on my left leg again after Dylan let me go. All right, I began. I'm going to be run limping, but we have a game to play. Everyone cheered my courageous announcement, and Barney started back at the far side of the field again. All the tagging counts remained the same, and Barney tagged Emil for his third and final count. Woo! I said after I wiped some sweat from my forehead. I say we pause this game for a bit, just to get some fluids in us before we dehydrate from the heat, and we're already 2 rounds deep. Agreed, Sim stated. We all went back into the house and went straight to the fridge for some water. We went on with the game for another 5 rounds until we were all more sweat than human. It literally looked like we all just went swimming. That's how wet we all were, and just from sweat. We weren't allowed in the house once the game was finished until we all hosed down outside first. It was funny. Freeze tag, sweat tag, just such a great game for endurance and cardio. Haven't played it in mad long, actually. I miss it. Haikus, 426. Can we just sleep now? Can the playing please just stop? I'm like mad tired. 427. The time has come, bro. Get your costume ready. Dude, trick-or-treating, yo. 428. Yo, shut the F up. Why are you still breathing, man? Are you dead yet, dude? 429. Oh my effing gods. Who the F wrote this bull poop? No one likes you, Joe. 430. Designing is hard. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it works great. 431. Bananas are weird. Like, they can turn bad so quick, and real ones have seeds? 432. Where is he? Yo, that witch should have been here. Call his butt up now. 433. I effing hate her. Does she really have to come? Why the F though? 434. Where is my money? Where is my effing money? Who the F took it? 435. Time to light the lights. It's time to play the music. The show is starting. 436. Who the F are you? Are you an effing witch face? Why, yes. Yes, you are. 437. A bar of candy. To freeze or to melt candy? That is the question. 438. I'm like mad tired. I've been up for way too long. Coffee IV, please. 439. I'm thinking cocoa. Should I heat milk or water? Depends on the day. 440. I need some sugar. I hate when I get the shakes. My body hates me. 444. 441. Seriously? Who the F decided this? It's effing awful. 442. You're so repugnant. I like gag each time you speak. No one likes you, Carl. 443. Paint that painting, dude. Yo. But, like, seriously, this is mad sick, bro. 444. Aliens are fierce. Communal prison breaking. Who's your guardian? 445. Mind control mohawk. Blue-skinned with a great whistle. Watch out for arrow. 446. Sorority death. Why should they chase waterfalls? Because it's their jam. 447. Killer on campus. The Red Devil can kill you. Just be nice and kind. 448. Pumpkins or turnips? The first jack-o'-lantern, it was a turnip. 449. A no foam latte. It's extra hot at 210. Pumpkin spice Albi. 450. You burn her face off. You burned her face off. Can't die from a burnt face. A heart attack kills.